Well, as election results poured in last night, the mood of Harris's supporters shifted from jubilant to quiet at her watch party at Howard University.
Harris ultimately chose not to go on stage and talk to her supporters last night. And at one point, her campaign co-chair simply told supporters to go home. Now, to be clear, we did learn overnight Harris is expected to address the nation and to concede the race, which is tradition for losing candidates in America. She'll do it later today at some point, and we will bring you those remarks live as they happen.
Let's get out now to national political correspondent Stephanie Liebergen, who is live at the White House following the Harris campaign. Stephanie, when can we expect to hear from the vice president?
Hey guys, good morning. That is the big question that unfortunately we just don't have an answer to yet. We have not heard from the vice president's campaign team yet this morning. We have not heard from the vice president's official office team yet. So we're still waiting to find out when that speech might happen and where that speech might happen. Last night was certainly not the night the Democrats and the Harris and Walz campaign were hoping for. As you mentioned, the crowd at Howard University started the evening really excited and fired up, but then the mood just dampened as the night went on and as Harris's path toward 270 electoral votes got smaller and smaller. It was about 12:45 in the morning in the overnight hours where Cedric Richmond, her co-chair for the campaign, took the stage and told everybody in the audience that they are not going to see the vice president that night.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation.
A lot of Democrats feeling a little deja vu this morning, going back 8 years to Hillary Clinton's loss in 2016. We had a very similar situation there. It was her campaign chair, John Podesta, who took the stage at her watch party to tell the crowd they would not be hearing from Hillary Clinton that night. She would make remarks the next day. There were plans set up for that watch party in 2016 to celebrate the first female president of the United States. There were similar plans made for the Harris campaign at Howard University last night. And of course, neither of those plans were ultimately able to become a reality. It was the next morning when Hillary Clinton on Wednesday officially made a speech and conceded the race. She made that remark in a hotel ballroom flanked by her family and her vice presidential running mate, Senator Tim Kaine. So we might see a similar environment from Vice President Harris's team and her campaign announcement today. We don't know the details of when. We don't know the details of where. Cedric Richmond had said to the crowd last night that Harris would be back at Howard University. That is certainly still possible. We were hearing yesterday, even before polls started closing, that being back at Howard University on Wednesday was very much a possibility. We are just waiting for teams to probably get up this morning. Everyone was up late last night, and then hopefully everybody got a little bit of sleep, but we're just waiting for that information from her team, either the campaign team or the vice president's office, to get an idea of what time we will hear from Vice President Harris today.
All right, national political correspondent Stephanie Liebergen reporting for us. Thank you. Yeah, just really a lot to digest with what happened wrong for Vice President Harris. And she ran a pretty solid campaign for the most part. I'm trying to think of any hiccup or gaffe other than the fact that she went on The View and said that she wouldn't do anything differently than President Biden. I know a lot of conservatives jumped on that. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth campaign. So a lot of questions. Why are we underperforming with young people compared to Biden? Why are we underperforming with women compared to President Joe Biden? Those are, according to exit polls by CNN, really remarkable numbers this morning.
There was a lot of criticism toward her that she got looped in with being part of the Biden administration for the handling of the situation with Israel and Gaza. And, you know, a lot of voters that we heard from on this, the last, 107 days of her very abbreviated campaign said, they were either sitting out, voting third party, or not sure if they could support her because she was tied to the Biden administration and that response. So that is a criticism that we have heard from voters. It'll be interesting to see how much that played into turnout.